Most beginners think travel hacking starts with opening a wallet full of credit cards, but that is exactly how the strategy becomes confusing, stressful, and expensive before it ever saves you money. The smartest way to start is not with 10 cards, 5 airline programs, 3 hotel accounts, and a spreadsheet you barely understand. The smartest way to start is with one real trip, one good credit card, one simple payment system, and one rule you never break. Pay in full every month. That is it. Travel hacking with one credit card may not sound as exciting as the advanced points and miles strategies you see online, but for beginners, it is usually the best place to start because it teaches the most important skill first: control. The goal is not to collect cards. The goal is to make normal spending turn into cheaper travel without creating debt, fees, or chaos. If you cannot do that with one card, adding more cards will not fix the problem. It will only multiply the mistakes. So before you ask what the best travel card is, ask a better question. What trip am I actually trying to take? Maybe you want a domestic flight to visit family. Maybe you want a weekend hotel stay. Maybe you want one international trip next year. Maybe you want to reduce the cost of a vacation you were already planning. That goal matters because a credit card is only useful if its rewards match your real life. A card that earns amazing airline miles is not helpful if that airline barely serves your airport. A hotel card is not useful if you do not stay with that hotel chain. A premium travel card is not worth it if you rarely travel and cannot use the benefits. Travel hacking starts with the trip, not the card. Once you know the trip, you can choose a card that helps you reach it. For a beginner, there are usually 3 simple paths. The first path is a flexible points card, which can be useful because the points may be redeemed through a travel portal, transferred to partners, or sometimes cashed out depending on the program. The second path is an airline card, which can make sense if you often fly one airline and value perks like checked bags or priority boarding. The third path is a hotel card, which can work if you regularly stay with one hotel brand and can use free night certificates or status benefits. But do not choose a card because it sounds prestigious. Choose it because it solves a real travel problem. If the card does not clearly help with your actual trip, it is probably not the right first card. The next step is to understand the welcome bonus without letting it control you. Welcome bonuses are one of the most powerful parts of travel hacking, but they are also one of the easiest ways beginners overspend. A bonus might promise a large number of points after you spend a certain amount in the first few months, and that can be valuable. But the bonus is only good if you can hit the spending requirement with money you were already going to spend. Groceries, gas, insurance, phone bills, utilities, subscriptions, planned travel, and normal household expenses can help. Random shopping, upgraded lifestyle purchases, and things you buy only to reach the bonus do not help. If you spend an extra $1,000 on things you did not need just to earn a bonus, you must subtract that from the value of the reward. A free flight is not free if you bought unnecessary stuff to get it. This is why the one-card system works so well for beginners. It forces you to slow down and ask, can my normal spending support this strategy? If the answer is yes, the card may be useful. If the answer is no, wait. There will always be another offer. The next rule is even more important. The card should be used as a payment tool, not a loan. If you carry a balance, travel hacking breaks. The math is brutal. You might earn points worth 1 or 2% back, but credit card interest can cost many times more than that. The bank does not care that you earned miles. Interest charges can erase rewards quickly. So if you currently have high-interest credit card debt, the best travel hacking move is not opening another travel card. The best move is paying down the debt first. That may not sound glamorous, but it is the truth. Points are exciting, but interest is expensive. The one-card system only works if you pay the full statement balance every month. Not the minimum, not whatever feels comfortable, the full statement balance. That is how you get the rewards without paying the bank back through interest. To make that happen, set up a payment system before you start chasing points. Turn on autopay for the full statement balance if your cash flow is stable. Add payment reminders a few days before the due date. Check the balance once a week. Do not wait until the statement surprises you. If you are using one card for most spending, you need to know what is happening on that card. A beginner mistake is thinking rewards make spending less real. They do not. Every swipe is still money leaving your life. Points should reward spending you already planned, not create spending you have to justify later. Another part of the one-card system is choosing a personal spending limit that is lower than your credit limit. The bank might give you $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000 of available credit, but that does not mean you should spend anywhere close to that. Your real limit is your budget. If your normal monthly card spending is $1,000, then your one-card travel hacking system should be built around that number, not the bank's number. A high credit limit can help utilization, but it should not become permission to upgrade your life. The best travel hackers are not the people with the biggest limits. They are the people who keep control while earning value. Now let's talk about annual fees, because this is where beginners often get tricked by shiny benefits. A card with an annual fee is not automatically bad, but it has to earn its place. If a card costs $95 per year, you need to know how it pays you back. If a card costs several $100s per year, you need to be even more honest. Do not count benefits you will not use. Do not count credits that force you to spend money you would not normally spend. Do not count lounge access as huge value if you fly once a year. Real value means value that fits your actual travel habits. If the card gives you a travel credit you already use, that can reduce the effective cost. If it gives you free checked bags and you normally pay for bags, that may be real savings. If it gives you points you can actually redeem for your planned trip, that matters. But if the card only looks good on paper, it is not beginner-friendly. With one card, the annual fee should be easy to understand. At renewal time, ask one question. Did this card save me more money than it cost me? If the answer is no, you may need to downgrade, cancel carefully, or switch strategies. The next step is redeeming points with intention. Earning points is only half the game. Redeeming them well is where the savings actually happen. Beginners often collect points and then spend them randomly because it feels easy. But points are a currency, and currencies can be wasted. Before redeeming, compare the cash price and the points price. Ask how much value you are getting per point. Ask whether the same trip is cheaper on different dates. Ask whether booking with cash and saving the points for later makes more sense. You do not need to become obsessed with perfect redemptions, but you should not spend points blindly. If your one-card system is built around a specific trip, redemption becomes much easier. You are not collecting random points forever. You are turning normal spending into a real travel discount. That clarity is powerful. It also helps you avoid the emotional trap of hoarding points. Points can lose value over time. Programs can change. Award prices can rise. Transfer partners can shift. So do not treat points like a retirement account. Earn them with a purpose and use them for travel that matters to you. Another important part of the one-card system is keeping the setup simple enough that you can manage it perfectly. One card means one due date, one statement, one rewards program, and one annual fee decision. That simplicity is not a weakness, it is the training ground. When you can use one card for a year without paying interest, missing payments, overspending, wasting points, or forgetting the annual fee, then you have proof that you can handle the next level. But until then, more cards are not strategy, they are complexity. Advanced travel hackers use multiple cards because they already understand their spending, payment timing, transfer partners, award charts, and redemption goals. Beginners should not copy the surface of an advanced setup without the discipline underneath it. The one-card system also helps you learn what kind of rewards you actually value. Some people think they want travel points, but they realize they prefer simple cash back. Some people think they want luxury travel, but they mostly care about visiting family cheaply. Some people think airline miles are best, but hotel savings matter more for their trips. You only learn this by using a simple system and watching what actually helps you. Do not let the internet decide your reward strategy. Your airport, your income, your spending, your travel dates, your family situation, and your comfort level all matter. A good beginner system should feel boring in the best way. You know which card to use, you know when to pay it, you know what trip you are saving for. You know how the annual fee works, you know how to check redemption value. You know when to stop. That is real control. So here is the complete one-card travel hacking system. Step 1. Make sure you are not carrying high-interest credit card debt. Step 2. Choose one trip you actually want to take in the next 6 to 12 months. Step 3. Choose one card that matches that trip and fits your normal spending. Step 4. Hit the welcome bonus only with planned expenses. Step 5. Pay the full statement balance every month. Step 6. Track the annual fee and benefits honestly. Step 7. Redeem the points for real travel value before adding more complexity. If you follow those steps, you are already ahead of most beginners because you are not chasing every shiny offer. You are building a system, and the moment you understand that, travel hacking becomes much calmer. It is not about pretending travel is free. It is about reducing the cost of travel you actually want. It is not about beating the bank with risky behavior. It is about using the bank's rewards without becoming profitable through interest and fees. It is not about collecting cards. It is about buying yourself more options with money you are already spending. Later, when you have more experience, you may decide to add a second card. Maybe one card for travel and one card for groceries. Maybe one flexible points card and one airline card. Maybe one no-fee backup card. But do not add another card just because someone online says you are missing out. Add another card only when it has a clear job. If you cannot explain what the next card does, you probably do not need it yet. The best beginner travel hacking setup is not the flashiest setup. It is the one you can manage perfectly. One card, one trip, one payoff rule, one redemption plan. That is enough to start. And if you remember nothing else, remember this. Travel hacking should make travel cheaper, not make your financial life messier. If one credit card helps you save money, avoid debt, and take a trip you actually care about, that is not basic. That is the whole point.